from Bookeasy. Great work on setting up your rooms and rates and maybe even mapping over to your channel manager. You now have the ability to set up specials so that you can attract even more customers. In this video tutorial, Chris will take you through how to set up those specials for your property and get some bookings coming through.
So we are ready to set up our specials. Now prior to setting these up, you'll need to ensure that your business details, your room setup and your default rates are completed. If you require any assistance, please refer to the 4 video tutorials on the screen. I am logged into an accommodation operator console, and to set up specials, there is an icon on the dashboard. In addition, underneath setup, you can get to specials from there. At this stage, you can set up a new special, and the first thing you will notice is that there are 3 types of specials. There is percentage discount, and this discount is applied to the entire length of the stay. There is the amount discount, which will allow you to set a fixed amount, which can either be discounted from each night's rate, or it can be a fixed amount discounted from the total of the booking. A pay stay deal means if the client stays for X number of nights, they only pay for Y number of nights. As an example, 5 nights for the price of 4. You also have the ability to control which rate plans are affected, the validity date and booking restrictions, and whether you want to look at advanced purchases, etc. So the first scenario we're going to look at is where we're going to have a 10% discount off the best available rate for studio apartments. This special will only be valid during the months of May, June and July this year, excluding Easter. So the type of discount will be a percentage discount. And as we are taking the discount off the best available rate, when we look at the studio apartments, we are going to select both. So this special will apply to both the 1-night rate and the 2-night rate. We can put in a title. Now this title will appear online. You also have the ability to put in a description. It is always recommended to put in the clause booking conditions apply at the end of this text. So we're going to apply a 10% discount, and the validity dates will be May to July. So I'll select specific dates from the 1st of May through to the 31st of July. This means that the client must stay within this 3-month period. It is valid all days of the week. However, it excludes the ability to stay over Easter. So where it says excluding these dates, we'll select add a date range, and we have put in the Easter period, which is excluded from this special. There are no other restrictions, so we will save changes from there. You'll notice that the special now appears on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, this is where you do have the ability to edit. So we've got our first special, which is a percentage discount. If a client books a studio apartment, they will receive a 10% discount, and there are specific dates and restrictions. Click on add a new special, and the second scenario is an amount discount. We're going to provide a $20 discount off the nightly rate for a 1-bedroom apartment. The client must stay 2 nights or more and must book at least 28 days in advance. This special is always valid, but it will only appear online from now until the end of March. This means that on the 1st of April, if you were to go online, you would no longer find this special in any searches. So the type of special is an amount discount, and the rate plan is for a 1-bedroom. Now the client must stay 2 nights or more. There is no 1-night rate, so it is fine to click both of these. If you did have a 1-night rate, you must make sure it would not be ticked in this case. The title. So I have put in a title. This will be called an advanced purchase special, and I have put in the description. We will receive a $20 discount, and this is where you have the choice to say, will it be off the total or will it be off the nightly rate. In this case, I am doing it off the nightly rate. Now, where we were saying that the special will no longer appear online as on the 1st of April, that has nothing to do with the validity of the special. That is to do with the booking date restrictions. So where it says booking date restrictions, we will put in specific dates, and we will say today's date through to the end of March. This special will appear on online searches up until the 31st of March only. Now, in addition, we do have an advanced purchase restriction, so we will change that to yes. And this is where you have the choice to change it to must be booked at least X days before arrival or within X days of arrival. So we're setting it up that you must book at least 28 days in advance. And from there, we will save our changes, and we now have 2 specials set up. So let's add a new special again. And our final scenario is a pay stay deal. If you stay 4 nights in a terrace motel room, you will receive an extra night free of charge. Now, this is a last minute deal, and it must be booked within 7 days of arrival. This is also a repeatable deal. So the type of special in this case is a pay stay deal, and it's going to apply to our terrace motel room. We only have a 1 night rate for that. So we can put in the title and description. The title and the description are free text. It is your choice whether you say get 5 nights for the price of 4, or whether you say book 4 nights and receive an extra night, because the fields underneath are where you are telling the system exactly what is going on. So the deal is if the guest pays for 4 nights, they can stay for 5. Is this repeatable? Means if the guest pays for 8, they stay for 10. If they pay for 12, they stay for 15, etc. This deal is open dated. There has been no restriction put in about validity dates, so care must be taken with editing this special. It is important to turn off this special if it is no longer relevant. So at the moment, it's valid over Christmas, it's valid over Easter, school holidays, etc. But you do have the ability to restrict as appropriate. So we do have a last minute restriction. It must be booked within 7 days of arrival, and we will save our changes. So again, we do have our 3 specials appearing here. Very important these are maintained and edited, as the last thing you want is to create 2 specials which contradict or overlap. You could find yourself giving double the discounts before you know it. So with your list of specials at any time, you can select a special, and you do have the ability to edit and save, or you may delete the special. Additional video tutorials and self-help guides are available.